All right, welcome on board once again. I want to officially welcome you guys, everyone, to University of Ilorin Innovative Skills and Pioneering Entrepreneurship Certification. I personally chose this theme for this program, re-inspiring our follow-come creative, because I believe creativity is inside each and every one of us on this call. It's not something you have to start looking for. It's not something you got to start, do I really have it? Oh, some people are so creative. I think, it's like they born them creative, you understand? No, I believe creativity is inside each and every one on this call. But according to each and every one, some people might decide to build and work on their creative, and some people might decide not to, you understand? But if you decide to work on yours and become more creative, that's for you, that's to your benefit, that's to your advantage as well. And if you decide to leave that hanging, probably that aspect of you is not really being developed yet. So that is also up to you. Again, in this course we have this is the graphics design course, and in this course we are going to be working with 3 major softwares. I would like to remove the third one, which is the Canva Online, but it is part of the curriculum that I just showed you earlier from your school. So we have the first of the course is Adobe Illustrator, and Adobe Illustrator is used by professionals to create vector-based designs and drawing program. Basically, designers use Illustrator to create posters. I know that you must have seen posters out there. Symbols. When I'm talking about symbols, all these icons of buildings that we all know, right? Symbols, logos of business, brand identity design, patterns, and what icons. These are stuff Adobe XD can do, right? The other thing is Photoshop. Photoshop helps to create graphics design, photo editing, basically photo manipulation, basically. So that's Photoshop for your photo editing and photo manipulation, and that is also from Adobe as well. And then we have the third one on the list, which is Canva. You must have been hearing that name, Canva. Yeah, I was trying to talk the executive team out of it, but they decided that this is also part of it because it's simple to use. And being simple to use, I don't want you guys to become what's it called, lackadaisical, right? So that you don't just settle down for Canva. If it was left to me, I would prefer we talk about Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop more, which we are actually going to do compared to Canva. But Canva is an online based program that helps you to create graphics design. One of the things that makes Canva relevant in graphics design industry is the fact that you can work on it fast, create your design fast, submit fast, you understand, because you are working with a template. Now you will be familiar with this discussion in the industry that we are according as technology increases and grows in life, what happened is that people try to make upgrade to design. So you will notice that there was a time when people are learning how to program a website, to program how a website will look, and later became simpler that you don't even have to learn programming anymore, and you can develop a full functioning website, right? And then we have somebody as also we have other aspects of graphics design as well, people that have been designing over the years. Now some people say they don't want to understand the principle. All this graphics design is becoming tedious and difficult by the day. Do we have any platform that I can just drag and drop and just complete a graphics design project? That's what Canva is meant for. So Canva is a perfect fit for everyone. Canva is free, and then it's free for designing and working on anything. Canva helps you with a template, and you can drag and drop every aspect of Canva basically and work on whatever you want to do. So Canva is so easy to use. I'm going to be showing you how to use Canva. In fact, I don't use Canva as much, but because of your course I have to go and quickly check out how Canva works. And again, if you have the understanding of how normal design software works, you can open Canva any day, get your design out and just move on, because that's what I just did with Canva preparing for this class. Alright, I'll be starting with a quote from one of my favorite person, Albert Einstein, who said that creativity is intelligence having fun. So basically creativity is not complex, it's not rocket science, right? It's basically your intelligence having fun. And I'll be starting with a little bit of housekeeping before we get started with the course. The first thing is that you that are joining this course, that are currently listening to me, or people that are going to be listening to this even after now, the first thing is that the minimum requirement for joining this section is first your interest. You don't need to have any background knowledge in design. Oh, I wish I had learned graphics design before now. Remove all those thoughts from your head. And graphics design is so complex. Remove all those stuff, because we are going to be breaking down into bit pieces for everyone. We are starting from the very basics. So the requirement that you need to have is not that knowledge, 5 years experience in graphics. No, it's just an interest in graphics design. So you desire to learn and understand how this thing actually works. And the other thing is passion. Passion is interest to get you started, but passion will help you to see it through. Passion will help you to see your design course through. So I need your passion. Passion in the sense that whenever there is a to-do, whenever there is time to now go to the back end to get something done, you are ready to try, you are ready to put in the effort, and put in the effort to get the job done. The third aspect is the what? Work. Get ready to put the work in, because you need the work. You need to be ready to put in the work to get this knowledge. Alright, the second thing is the presentation slide will be accessible, like I said earlier. All presentations that I'm going to be using now, and even in our subsequent classes after now, everything I've created everything in a very specific order, so everybody can get access to the presentation slide after now. So what I don't need to be screenshotting anything. Focus on the presentation, try to get everything, and then all the files, all the assets will be shared with you. Another thing is what attention that I need here is 80% minimum, because I don't think there should be anything that's going to be distracting you for the class. Again, we have the fourth aspect is what all sections will be recorded, like I said. I'm talking about the video recorded section. That's what I've started from the beginning of the call. The fifth thing is that we should all stay muted unless being asked to speak. Again, interaction with me, you can interact via our chat box. That on the Telegram group, you have a place where we have question and answer, right? You can go ahead to drop your questions on that section, because after the presentation we can go back there to get your questions, or even ask you to unmute if you have any question that you want to ask us now. And then we have the seventh part, which is what I need, like 2 class reps. I need 2 class reps, one male and the other one female. I cannot decide that now because I need to see who is active and who is not. You understand? On the survey, I see a total of 14 people kind of attended to the survey that I dropped on the group. And on this call, I don't think we have up to 14 people on this call. That's to show that people can actually attend to survey, but they might not even join the call. And that is normal. I'm used to that already. So again, we need to know the serious guys and then carry them along. And then basically, our 12-week program starts from today. In fact, it started 8th of what? This month, which is yesterday or Saturday. That was when it started. So we have a very short time at hand, and I want you to grab this opportunity with both ends. You understand? So try to take as much as you can. Be a sponge in this section. Try to soak in whatever you can in this duration, and try to give in whatever it takes, because after now we are done. You understand? It's either you get something or you don't get something of it, regardless. Alright, I'll proceed with my section then. You will have noticed children playing with maybe they pour flour in the sitting room or in the kitchen. They are just, while they are in the cradle, while they are crawling around, and then they just touch flour or something, or water, in fact. Regardless of whatever they might have done, they find it fun, they find it creative. They can start to even spread out even around. It can be a paint, for example, from the image that we have on the screen. It can be a paint, for example, and then they start putting it on the wall, working from their own head. It is like a pattern, it's like a design. You understand? They feel like they are making something good. But when their parents see them, a lot of lashing goes into their butt or buttocks because of that, because they are not seeing that as creative, they see it as mess, right? And creativity is all about mess. You understand? The mess in your head, you are trying to bring it out into the world, and that process can be a very messy one. And again, we want to this section of the title of this section is Introduction to Graphics Design and Design Principles. So I want to welcome you all on board. I call you guys people of design. That's why you must have been seeing the word POTS. It means people of what? Design. Right? So I welcome you all on board. And then in today's section, I will be interacting with you. I am your instructor. My name is Ibrahim Lasisi, aka MC Green. I have my mission, I have my vision as a person, but my core value stands out the most, which is my core value is creativity, collaboration, excellence, and long-term learning, integrity, empowering designers to innovate, grow, and make impact. I have a message for you this evening, even after now checking this section out. Remember that creativity requires time. So don't expect that as I'm moving my hand in this design, oh my god, I feel like No, you cannot. Rome is not built in a day, like they used to say. So creativity requires time and space. You need to give it that. Give it the time to build, and then give it the space for you to work, for you to develop as a person. Again, allow yourself to recharge, seek inspiration from diverse sources, and let your ideas, come to life. Let them marinate. You understand? When you have an idea, a concept, just something down, try to look at different ways that this thing can come out. You understand? Again, it's all in the head. There are some people, it's all in the head. If you are bringing whatever you have in your head to life, that's when people see you as a creative. All right, let's move on. Enough about me, and let's dive into today's section.